Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is Malia. For today's video, I am doing a packing tips video. And this will be part one of part two. For people that are new here, I love to travel. I love to experience new cultures, experience new countries. I just love everything about travel. And I have a lot of travel videos on my channel, so definitely check them out. I have travel vlogs playlist. I have Malia in Medellin in Colombia when I was in Colombia for 1 month. I have Malia in Madrid for when I lived in Spain for 2 years. So I have a lot of experience with travel, I'd like to say. And so I'm just here to be helpful and just sharing tips that I think would help people. For this video specifically on packing, I want to focus more on like your travel essentials, just like luggage, personal items, toiletries, all of that stuff. And then my part two video will be more based on different packing techniques and saving space and like your suitcase and your backpack, just a lot of different things. So that will be in part two, but for part one, we'll just kind of focus on the basics. I'd also like to mention, in this packing tips video will definitely be for like more short-term travel tips. I do want to do a future video where I talk about visiting somewhere long-term, if that's for a month, a couple months, a year. I packed for a year in Spain. I've packed for a month in Colombia. There's just like a lot of different packing techniques that you would use for your different types of trips. So I just wanted to just put that out there in the beginning that this is mostly for like short-term trips, maybe like a week or less. Also, at the end of the video, I will be sharing a link to my overall packing list. So if you're still having a hard time on knowing what to pack and different things like that, I will leave my packing list link that you can just go to. It'll be free for everyone to look at. So definitely stay until the end of the video so I can share that with you guys. But without further ado, let's hop into the video. Starting off very easy, we're gonna be talking about travel essentials. Your wallet, ID, passport, boarding pass, all of those things should be easily accessible to you while you're in security line, while you're at the boarding gate. Just always have those things on you and like ready to take out, because there's nothing worse than being in line and you're at the front and then you have none of your things ready. You know how airport people are. They don't have time to be waiting on you, right? So just make sure to keep your wallet, ID, passport, boarding pass, all of those things in your personal item that you always have on you. So for me, I use my Uniqlo Crescent bag for my personal item. And first of all, this thing holds a lot, so definitely get it. I think it's like $15 or $20. I got mine in Europe, so I think it was 15 euros, but it's still pretty cheap. Really like that bag. And that's where I keep all of my important travel documents and things like that, so I can just whip it out really quick. I personally like to keep my boarding pass on my phone, so depending on which airline you have, always check in literally as soon as you can. Check in right away, and I'll just have my boarding pass in my Apple Wallet. You can literally see all all of my dang boarding passes, bus passes, train passes. That is a very easy way to just always have your stuff ready on time. That is like the main thing. And also, those are your most important documents. You can forget your clothing, you can forget your makeup, you can forget everything, but if you don't have an ID to fly, you don't have your passport, you don't have your boarding pass, you don't have like the most important things with you, you won't be let onto the flight, which takes you to your trip. So just make sure to always have those things in your bag right away. Okay, next I want to talk about choosing the right luggage. So here's the thing, I'm probably not the best person to ask for advice on choosing luggages, suitcases, all about that. I really don't know too much about it. I will say I've been looking at the brands Besties and Calpac. They know they have really good luggages and backpacks, suitcases, all of that stuff, but I personally have never bought one. I honestly will just go to TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Ross, Marshalls, and I'll pick out a suitcase from there. But yeah, it would definitely be a lot less money to spend if you go to one of those places instead of buying from a main brand. And I also like to say that when I've gone to TJ Maxx, I've seen suitcases and backpacks, packing cubes, like a lot of travel essentials that are from good brands like Calpac. It'll just be at a reduced price. I would check out some of those places if you're in need of a suitcase, but you don't want the high price tag that comes with it. I do have one piece of luggage. It's just my backpack that I use, and it's been great. I love it. I'm gonna show it to you right now. I use this purple backpack right here for like literally all of my trips that have happened this year. This thing is amazing. I found it on Amazon. I could not recommend a product more to you. You can fit so much stuff in there, and you can either put it above in the overhead or under your seat, and it always fits under my seat. and then I'll usually just keep my little Uniqlo bag here just in my lap. And some great things about that backpack is that it's extremely spacious. It opens up like a suitcase, so you can actually see how much room is in the backpack. When I lived in Madrid, Spain, and I would travel a lot there, I used to use my North Face backpack. It was a very good size. I could use it as like my personal item. Like it would just work, right? And I could fit a good amount of stuff in there. But if I was able to open it, like how I could open that backpack, it like game changer. I feel like I have so much space in there. I also really like that it's extremely padded. There's so much space in between each pocket that I feel like nothing can break in there. I be putting a lot of stuff in these things, and knock on wood, I haven't broken a single thing. And you know how people are at the airport. They just be throwing stuff, and stresses me out. So me just throwing my backpack with my laptop in it in like the overhead bin, and it's completely fine. I probably shouldn't be throwing it. It just works so well, and I just love how it's like so soft in between everything, and I never worry that anything is gonna get broken from it. I also kind of wanted to tell you guys what I usually keep in my backpack so you can realize how much space there is, and even all the things that I will be listening to you, there's still extra space if I really wanted to. In my backpack, I'm able to fit my laptop, all of my electronic chargers, a toiletry bag, makeup bags, first aid kit, headphones, a tripod. If you want to, there's even space. I have so much stuff in this right now. There's so much space on the bottom as well. This compartment at the bottom, you can literally store your shoes in it. Like I will put my sandals in there, or like flip-flops. Can still handle a good amount of stuff. I'm obsessed with that backpack. Every time I pack, it makes my brain so happy that everything is just so organized and fits so perfectly, and there's space for so much stuff. And there's also a water bottle pocket on the side of the backpack, on the left side as well. And I forgot about this part. I haven't used it. You can add a charger here to charge your phone. There's a little USB on the side. I usually just bring my portable chargers with me, and I keep it in my Uniqlo bag. But if I don't, that's an awesome feature to have. It's just really cool. For what you're paying for it, you get so much out of it. I cannot recommend this product enough to you guys. I'll have a link for it in the description below. Nothing is sponsored. It's not an ad. It's just a really good product that I love, and you guys should buy it. Also, to bring with you, I know I talked about this more in the beginning, but my love for this Uniqlo crescent bag. You can also buy similar bags like this at Baggu. They will be more expensive, but I felt the quality of a Baggu crescent bag, or just Baggu products in general. Very good product. So you could go that route if you wanted to instead. I love that bag. It's amazing. And so that's what I usually bring as my personal item. So in there I can fit phone, wallet with my IDs, passport if I need it, hand sanitizer, an eye mask for my flight, snacks. I can put like a normal size plastic water bottle in my Uniqlo bag with everything else in it if I really wanted to. I usually just bring my hydro flask with me on trips, so I'll just keep that with my backpack. But if you bought a water bottle at the airport, you can fit it into that bag with all the rest of your stuff. Like it's so good. I can't even. Those are the two products I definitely recommend for you guys to bring when you're traveling. I just like this backpack is just so convenient, and I can access like everything to it very well. And there's a lot of like extra pockets in there also that can help like keep your stuff organized. And then once again, just this Uniqlo bag is just great, and I've taken it with me on, I also think, almost all my trips in the last 2 years. It's perfect. Like there's not a better bag I could have brought. I used to do tote bags. You can do like a money belt. It's not enough. Either it's not enough space, it's too much space that hurts your shoulder. I wear this one as a crossbody. No one's gonna try to like attack me and like take it off of me. It's just, I know where it is. It just really works out. So those are the two things I definitely recommend for you guys to get. So next we are talking about toiletry. So I'm going to show you my toiletry bag that I use. I got this toiletry bag at TJ Maxx. It's not the cutest thing. It's like passport, boarding pass type travel bag. It's so cute. It's so cute. And then it has a back pocket over here. It's very bright right now. It has a back pocket here. This is a toiletry bag that I put in my backpack, just by the way. So then I can open it up. So this is where I keep all of my toiletries, face wash, shampoo, toothbrush, you know, all my skincare products, hair care products, body care products, just all that in general. And then in this little compartment here is where I like to keep my jewelry that I'm traveling with. I've been using this since the beginning of the year. game changer. Everything is so organized. I love it. There's a lot of space. It's also like soft as well, so nothing is gonna break. So I love to use this as my toiletry bag. And then for my toiletries, for something like toothpaste, I like to just buy one of the miniature travel size. An example, like a little toothpaste here. For all my skincare, hair care, body care, I like to use these bottles. I have a lot of them. I get these at Target for maybe $1 or $2. It's very cheap, but using those bottles will make sure that you're under the 3-ounce limit, which is very nice to know, because if you're just using random bottles, you don't know if it'll get taken out, to make sure stuff isn't getting thrown away from you. Yeah, and also with using those reusable containers, you can actually use the products that you always use at home, so you're not switching up your skincare and your hair care and all that stuff. And I also like using those reusable bottles because I try to minimize using as much like plastic or paper and things like that when I travel. So doing that is just a very eco-friendly way to help out the planet, you know what I mean? I'd also like to say I definitely use the Ziploc bags that I store all of my little containers in. For example, this is the Ziploc bag with my face wash and my snail mucin stuff. And I would like to find a better option than using plastic bags. I just know usually at airports they want you to have a clear bag that they can see your stuff through. I may look for something that works a little bit better for the environment and just like not using as much plastic. Honestly, I just reuse the same bag, so I'm not taking new bags every time I travel somewhere. Things may leak out a little bit, and that's why I keep it in a Ziploc bag and not just in my toiletry bag. I'm still on a hunt for a substitution for the Ziploc bag. So if anyone actually has any recommendations, I'm always willing to listen. So definitely comment some stuff down below if you could give me a suggestion of something better than to use a Ziploc bag. It'd be very nice of you guys if you could do that. So those are all the things I like to add to my toiletry bag. And then I wanted to get a little bit into on, yes, certain items that you maybe want to bring, but let's be real, you don't have the space for it. Keep all the fancy stuff that you never really wear, keep that at home. If you have extra steps to your skincare routine, keep that at home. All you really need for a basic skincare routine is face wash, moisturizer, sunscreen. Like, you really don't need to bring snail mucin like I do. You don't need to bring any serums. There's just like a lot of things that you definitely don't need to be bringing with you, and I know I'm guilty of that, and I am still learning from that. I always say bring the essentials. You don't need more than that. You won't even think about using any more than that, especially if you're going on a short-term trip. If this was a trip for maybe a month, maybe a year, I would take everything I just said back, because you want to make sure that you actually have all of your product. But now if you're someone that wears makeup and you want to bring makeup with you on the trip, don't overdo it, because you won't even use it. But what if I have a fancy night out? What if I want to do this? I will wear the exact same makeup every single time, so I literally don't need to bring all that stuff with me. And when I travel, this is the makeup bag that I bring with me, and it has my brushes, all my stuff in it. And I also have this makeup bag as well, but this makeup bag fits in this one, so I'm able to like zip it all up together. But it's like, do I need 3 types of foundation? No. Will I bring it? Probably. Will I use it? No. So learn from me and don't be excessive. If you think you're gonna wear it, you're not going to. If you know you're gonna wear it and it's in your normal makeup routine, definitely bring it. Don't bring extra eyeshadow palettes unless they're really small. I am very guilty of bringing my whole Morphe palette to every place that I travel to, and the only reason why I even bring this is because there's one shade in there that I use for my eyebrows. Like, girl, keep it at home, right? And so it's like, instead of bringing a whole palette with me on a trip and unpacking it when there's not that much space, I could just buy a simple dark brown eyeshadow and use that for my eyebrows. It'd be the exact same thing. So just be very clear on like what your main steps are in all of your routines and what you use daily, not just for some special occasion, because you probably won't end up using it, and that will just take up extra space that you could have used for something a little bit more important. That's my advice on that one. And my last packing tip for this video, I want to talk about electronics and gadgets. So for me, I don't bring that much electronic equipment with me. Like, I don't have a huge tripod or huge cameras and things like that. I have, you know, my small digital camera. I would show it to you, but I'm filming on it right now. I do bring like little things here and there, but not like too much of stuff. But I love using this case for all my electronics. Look how cute it is, the little checkered print. It's so cute. It opens up this way. It has a little pocket on the inside here that you can see. I got this and my toiletries bag at the same time at TJ Maxx. I love using this case for all my stuff, and so usually in this I will put my external hard drive, my camera charger, camera batteries, and in all of my chargers. So I usually put my headphone charger in here, my charger for my phone that connects to my laptop I'll put in here, and also my charger for my mirror I also put in here. I didn't even think to talk about my mirror. This is the charging port that I use for the mirror, because then when I travel with it, I can turn it on. Cute. There's like 3 different modes. So this is my mirror that I travel with, by the way. Should have mentioned that earlier. Don't know why I didn't, but there you go. I don't know where I got it. I think it's from Amazon. My mom bought it for me, so if I find a link, I'll put it in the description. So always just look in the description if you're ever trying to find something that I'm talking about. If I don't put it in the description, just leave a comment down below and I'll make sure to add it at some point. So when I keep this in my backpack, I feel like nothing's gonna break. It's pretty padded, like it's been good. And I like to keep all of my electronics organized, because when you're traveling and you have cords everywhere, it just makes it a lot easier to keep everything all in one place. Yeah, those are some of my packing tips for you guys for today. I hope you were able to learn something, got some good advice. If you guys have any other packing tips or something else you'd also like to share, definitely let me know in the comments below. I'm always looking for more advice and tips on travel, just like other resources to look for. So definitely let me know down below. And just remember that my next packing tips video will be more on my packing techniques and how I save space in my suitcases and my backpack and all that stuff. I hope this video was very helpful for you guys for today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.